Hi crochet friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will be crocheting these very cute fruit pouches. This is a very beginner friendly video and is also very quick to crochet. I think you will love it. Welcome and welcome back to Alice's Crochet Corner. These are the materials that I'll be using today. And without further ado, let's get started. We are going to first start by creating a slip knot. Once we have our slip knot, we are going to be chaining the width of our pouch. For me, it's going to be a very small one, so I'm going to do a total of 10 foundation chains. Once we have the width of our pouch, we are going to add another 3 chains. And then we are going to work a double crochet into that 5th chain. So I'm going to count with you. This is our first chain, our second, third, 4th and 5th, and we're just going to work a double crochet into that 5th chain. Now this does count as a stitch, so right now we have already done 2 stitches, and we're just going to work a double crochet in every chain all the way to the end. Just like that, and we're just going to keep going all the way until we've reached the end. We should now have a total of 10 stitches, remembering that the chains at the start does count as a stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to end this round by having a total of 11 stitches. So we want to do another double crochet in this last stitch here. And so at the end of this round, we have a total of 11 stitches. To start our next round, we are going to work 1 more double crochet in that last stitch here. You can see it's formed a little bit of a curve. And then to continue for this round, we are going to work a double crochet in the next stitch right above the one we've done from the prior round. Just before we continue, I want us to make sure that we try and bury this tail end of our yarn as we do so. So what that means is we wrap our yarn around our hook, insert our hook into that next stitch, making sure that the tail end of the yarn is above our hook. We're going to grab the yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2, and wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 again. So what you'll see is that as we're working our double crochet, we are burying the tail end of our yarn, and that way it just means that there's less stitches for us, less tail ends for us to weave in at the end of our project. But what we're doing now is we're just doing a double crochet in every stitch. So we can see that we have a double crochet sitting above each one. And we're just going to continue on with that as we continue to bury the tail end of our yarn. I've just worked a double crochet in every stitch, so we now have a total of 10 stitches for this round. We want to have a total of 11, so again we're going to work 1 more double crochet into this last stitch here. And so right now we should have a total of 22 stitches all the way around. To end this round for our base, we are going to be doing a slip stitch into that third chain. So we're going to count together. This is our first chain, our second and our third. We're going to insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through again. We just want to make sure that our slip stitch is nice and tight. In the past, I've made a mistake of doing a very loose slip stitch and my pouch ends up extending outwards because I've mistakenly been increasing each time as I went along. Now to start the body of our pouch, we are going to chain 3. Now the chain 3 does not count as a stitch, so we still need to work a stitch into that same stitches where we've done our slip stitch. So we're going to insert our hook into that same stitch and finish with our double crochet. And then we are going to work a double crochet in every stitch all the way around. Just like that, we want to have a double crochet sitting above the one from the prior round all the way around. I've just worked a double crochet all the way around, so right now we should have a total of 22 stitches. As a reminder, the chain 3 at the start does not count as a stitch, so we will be ending the round by doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So we're going to insert our hook through the top, making sure we have both loops on our hook, grabbing our yarn and pulling through again. And that is the first round of our body done. So we've just done the first round of our body. The remaining pattern for the body is going to be exactly the same. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to chain 3 to start. This does not count as a stitch, and then we'll work 1 double crochet into that same stitches where we've slip stitched, and then we continue with our double crochet and work all the way around. I've just worked a double crochet in every stitch all the way around. I've counted and made sure that we also have a total of 22 stitches. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So again, not the chain 3, but the top of the first double crochet. We're going to insert our hook, making sure we have both loops, and then pulling through to do our slip stitch and pull through again, nice and tight. And so we now have 2 rounds of the body done. I'm going to keep going, repeating exactly the same until I've reached the desired height of my case, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just finished with a total of 4 rounds of the body. I want to bring in the new color. So it's going to be first inserting our hook on top of the first double crochet. And we're going to grab that new color. So for me, this is going to be like the leaves or the stem, and then finish with our slip stitch nice and tight like that. So then again, we're going to chain 3 to start, and this again does not count as a stitch, so we're going to be working 3 double crochet into each stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we've just done 3 double crochet in that first stitch, and then we're just going to go ahead and do 3 in every stitch, and that's going to create that really nice ruffled look that we're after. So 3 in every stitch. That's what it's starting to look like. We're just going to go ahead and go all the way around. I've just worked our 3 double crochet in every stitch all the way around, and as you can see, it's creating this really pretty ruffled look. And just to end the ruffles, we could do a slip stitch, again just on top of the first double crochet. Once we are happy with that, we can cut our yarn and weave through. We can weave in our ends later. Next, we are going to be working on our drawstring. We want to create 2 drawstrings. I've created 1 drawstring first. This is what it looks like. I'm going to create the other one with you. To do so, we're going to first create a slip knot again. And to create our drawstring, we chain a total of 45. What we want to do is make sure that the chain can loop front and back like this. So for me, for our size, for the pouch, we're just going to chain a total of 45. Now to weave in our drawstring, you can do this by hand, but I'm just going to use my yarn needle because I find it easier to thread through. So we're going to start on the side, and we're just going to go over and under, like this. And we're just going to go all the way around. I've just weaved my drawstring all the way around. As you can see, they now start and end at the same stitch on the right hand side. We're just going to go ahead and do the same thing from the left side. And again, I'm just going to weave it in. Starting on the left hand side, I'm going to go an over and under over motion, just because it's already set out nice and clear for us. So I'm just going to loop all the way around, just like we did for the other side. Beautiful. As you can see, I've just weaved the drawstring ends on both sides. Next, what we want to do is we want to tie the 2 pieces together on each side. I'm just going to do a little bit of a knot. And I want it as close to the end of the slip knot, or as close to the slip knot that we've done at the start. Like this. So they're connected in the towards the, just towards the knot. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. I probably shouldn't have cut the yarn so short, because now it's going to be a little bit harder for me to tie my knot, but I'm going to try my best to weave through. The crochet hook is helping. Awesome. And then again, I'm just pulling it through as close to the knot as possible. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the tail ends of our yarn. I'm going to leave about 7 centimeters nice and cute and even. And then same on the other side. I'm just gonna cut about the same length off. And this is what it's looking like at the moment. I'm loving the color contrast, it's very cute. I always like to try out the pouch before it's completely finished, but I'm going to insert my AirPods because that's what I'm going to use it for. And oh my god, look how cute this is. I'm loving the ruffles at the top. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm gonna take this out, and next what we're going to do is we're going to weave in our ends. To weave in our ends, I'm going to use our yarn needle. I've turned my work inside out. And we're just going to go through as many stitches as we possibly can. The last thing we want is to undo all of our hard work. And so I'm just going to weave it downwards a bit, away from our drawstring so it doesn't get caught. And I just try to hide it in the stitches and do it in and weave it in as many different directions as possible. Once we are done, we're going to cut our yarn, and we'll go ahead and do it for all the other tail ends as well. There we have it. Look how gorgeous our little pouch is. I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.